Okay, straight into EOP. Let's see where this fight goes. It was so hype at the end of last episode. See, fourth in there as like a scarecrow, but also a straw man. Is he taking all the blame? And when does Canute get here? Also, be sure to check out the Patreon page where you can get next week's episode right now. You can also find a full-length version of this where you can watch along with me. And we have some exclusive Studio Ghibli reactions over there too. See, he's definitely got the range having the weapon. Really? Even when he was younger? Ooh. That's one hit. First hit of the fight as well. Thorfinn's used to getting in close and closing the distance though. Yeah. Shocked at how good he is, of course. He shouldn't be this good. The road home. Ooh. Yeah, what kind of hell has he been through? I mean, Thorfinn needs to get multiple hits in where it only takes one slash of a sword, doesn't it? Oh, I love that. Yeah, he just disappeared, the ghost. Okay, yeah, a little cut. Nice. What's Aurora this strong being a slave? Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah, the way they're kind of paralleling each other. Don't follow his lead. Don't let Thorfinn control the pace of the fight. Yeah. Kind of keeping a distance there. Oh, yeah, yeah. Don't just focus on the sword. Oh yeah, yeah, of course. He was defending Gardar. It's not just about it's about positioning, not just about fighting. I was wondering about the possibility of Gardar waking up mid-fight, but and Zerverkel just on the floor there watching as well. It's gone too far to be able to let go, isn't it? But wouldn't you kill 5 men? If you were in that situation, you know. Is he ashamed of what he's done in the past then? Go on, Thorfinn, maybe give him a lesson. No life is worth more than any other. Ooh. He woke up last second. Is he? I don't know. It didn't seem to go all the way in or something. Oh? Is that it then? I was kind of expecting, because I saw it went in, but I thought maybe it only went in a little bit, and I was like, Gardar was like holding the blade like that because he woke up last second. But no. Is that Gardar dead then? Yeah. I saw the subtitle cut off. One last act to protect Arnheid. Yeah, they're both going out here. He's just gonna keep going. Oh, can she get him to stop? He's like not even there, is he? Nothing in his eyes. Yeah, I think it's over for Garda as well, isn't it? They're in the sea. She's just going to give him a few moments of happiness in his final moments. Yeah. Who Thorfinn knows what she's doing. Oh, he's suddenly so calm and respectful. They're just gonna ride off into the distance, but we know it's him dying. That's why it's named The Road Home. Yeah, this imagery of them being underwater. Abandoned by the gods. Thorfinn and Einar? Just going off the hair colour. Little smile, maybe he has clocked what's happening. Oh yeah, the light in his eyes. She said it was courage in his eyes before, didn't she? First steps, yeah. Oh, there's giving us all of this just to rub it all in. Twist the knife. Just how idyllic their life was before, you know? Kind of life flashing before your eyes, isn't it? That long they've been apart. So much she's missed. First words and things. Everyone dreams of being an adventurer or a warrior. Oh, I thought that might have been the sound of him falling off there. What will she name her new child as well? Will it be Garda or will it be Hijalsi again? Oh. Is that himself? Regretting leaving. Will he be in Vinland? Oh yeah, he's woken up again. Somewhere nicer. With his braids back in and his Much nicer hair. Much older. What is she gonna do now, though? Just turn back?
おかえりなさい。カラさん。
What a great episode. Oh no, the others are closing in. Is that the end for her as well then? She might just be captured. Okay, what a great episode. Start off the episode, carrying on our fight with Snake. That's not really much of a focus. That gets resolved quite quick. Although we do see some cool stuff, just how great Thorfinn is and how they're like mirroring each other, how Snake is saying, how is he this good as fighting, for being a slave? And then Thorfinn's saying, how is this guy so good at fighting and he's only doing things here? And we get a little bit of Snake backstory. He's like some outcast from before, and all of his men are as well. And he was using that to say kind of, why am my men's life not worth anything? Are you saying my men aren't worth anything even though we're like outcasts? But that's not what they were, insinuating or implying at all. But that was a little bit of his argument there. But the majority of the episode is on Gardar, which makes sense. I thought it would just be kind of, he got that finishing blow, that final strike in his chest from Snake, and I thought we'd see them just like ride off into the distance, and maybe we'd see him just fall off the car or something along those lines as he died. But we got this quite extended sequence all into his head. For some reason, I don't know what the symbolism of him being underwater was. Overwhelmed, usually I would associate with underwater. Maybe it was slightly peaceful. Because there's a lot of imagery of him underwater, and then we were seeing, this kind of fictional life that he could have led, and some of his regrets perhaps, when we see from the third person him going off to this battle, to this war where he left them behind. Yeah, this show is just so great at the anti-war messaging about how much pain and suffering he's been dealt, and him going off, how that has caused everything, how so many of these characters, every character at least in this episode is a victim, in some way or another, aren't they? I do wonder what Snake's fate in all of this was, because obviously we see he goes limp from Gardar choking him out, but I don't know if he had killed him there or if he had just knocked him out, but it was quite an extended amount of time, and Thorfinn couldn't pull him away at all. So I guess that's something we'll have to see, if Snake makes it out of this alive or not. I do feel like potentially Snake's part in the story is done though. Like, has he served his purpose here? Maybe that was the end of him. Although maybe when Catil returns, Snake might, I don't know if he would change his tune, but he might be, he needs to be there to explain everything that's happened and maybe defend Thorfinn, and I don't know if he would. It's hard to say just exactly where he would be mentally, and if like Thorgil came back and saw everything and maybe wanted to go on a rampage, would Snake try and stop him? Or like, I don't think Snake could physically stop him, but he might like try and calm him down and say, no, it's all done, everything's done here now because Gardar's dead. Arnheid potentially could be here. We saw at the end a few men encroaching in, so that could be the end for her as well. And we didn't actually catch up with Einar, what he's up to. Obviously, we saw him running away and the other two guys were chasing him. I imagine they just catch him and think, oh, this was obviously a trap, let's run the other way, and they run into potentially a dead Snake with Thorfinn still there and the old master there. And this Thorfinn knew that other people would come along and has tried to do a runner with the old master, or would the old master just say, hey, no, leave me behind, there's no point you taking me? I think if anything, It's just the same for Thorfinn and Einar, at least they just have to run and escape, don't they? With maybe a little bit of help from Sverkel, him maybe saying, oh no, they went the other direction from what they actually went, you know? But I think that's the only solution from them going forward, truly. I can't see a situation in which they'd stay here, but with Snake potentially dead, is there actually any evidence of their involvement? It's if they actually managed to catch Einar is probably down to if Einar actually managed to get away and lose his cloak and pretend to have been farming or something, potentially Thorfinn and Einar could get out of this scot-free. I still could see a little bit of a situation where Snake is alive and kind of does the honorable thing and protects Thorfinn a little bit, perhaps. I don't know, just out of respect for the battle that they had, the fight that they had. Not sure there. And of course, it's something that completely passed me by. I was so entrenched in the fight, I forgot it wasn't just the fight between them. It was Snake getting to Gardar, because suddenly Thorfinn was like the other side round, and Thorfinn also maybe was so focused on just surviving the fight that he wasn't thinking logistically of where he was standing, his positioning in relation to Gardar and Arnheid, you know? So there was kind of like a win and lose state in that fight without there being like death on the line, although, you know, that could have been a possibility. Thorfinn did well. He only got that one big scratch. And of course, you know, it's an unfair playing field with Snake having the sword and Thorfinn had to get multiple strong hits on him, which he did. And Snake only has to get one strong hit really with a sword, and then Thorfinn's dead and he got the little graze, and that's pretty much it. Thorfinn did really well, all things considering. I think if Thorfinn did have his daggers and did have the inclination to kill, he would have won there, but he's at the disadvantage of going, you know, bare hands. But yeah, the sequence at the end was just so good. Just seeing Gardar's life, seeing all inside his head, him contemplating his whole life, like his life flashing before his eyes in a way, and then a future life, the possibility of a future life was so good, so emotional. I don't know if I have too much to say about that. It was quite an extended sequence in the episode, but all I can say is I really loved it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date on all future uploads. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later.